Hey, back again. Fast 2 weeks. Hey, folks.
It is,
Hey,
isn't
folks. I'm Ryan. This is... Ta-da.
Oh,
Yeah, that's you. That's you. How you doing?
it is me.
How you doing?
I'm adequate, thank you.
Adequate. We'll take it. We'll take it.
All day long.
That's right, baby. Folks, welcome to The Basement Show, the only show taped in a basement. Yep, as far as we know. That's right. That's right, baby. Man. Thanks for sliding down the bulkhead with us on another beautiful Saturday. Please like, share, subscribe, pimp slap, and tickle the notification bell so you can be alerted when we release new, mediocre, somewhat entertaining content. Lastly, but not leastly, please call us on the Google voicemail line, 617-286-2203. That's right. And we're on the Grizzy Graham. It is the.basementshow. So I think I've covered everything as far as telling people what to do so they like us more. Quick check-in.
Base is handled.
That's right. How you doing?
I am okie dokes.
Okie dokes.
Okie dokes. I went to here's a story.
Yeah. We got time, so.
A tale to tell.
All right.
I went to renew my inspection sticker.
Oh boy.
Yesterday, because it now in the state upon which we live, they will penalize you if you don't get it done in the month that it is. So
Right.
Mine is September. So if I waited until October, they would penalize me, and I would be in grave danger.
Right, you'd be in sticker jail.
I'd be in grave danger. So I went to go get that done. So I pull up to the inspection thing. There's only one guy. He's already in the bay. So I am next. I go to get my registration out of my glove, and it's missing.
Oof.
Oh, yes.
Who stole it?
Oh, yes.
Go!
Yeah. I don't know where it is. I don't know what happened to it. So I had to... Now this is all happening on my lunch hour.
Of course it is.
So I run home,
Mm-hmm.
log on to the DMV or
Oh.
RMV website,
Yay.
buy a replacement, and then have to navigate. The website for the DMV is just as complicated as the website the building of the DMV,
Right.
because they make nothing easy, and it's more complicated than it needs to be.
Welcome to Massachusetts, folks.
So I finally found how to print it, where to print it. So I printed it out, went back to, because it's only like 8 minutes from my house. So I'm looking at my thing, and I'm like, if I can get there and I'm next, I can still get this done. Right?
Right. You're
So I'm
almost
like,
there.
I can feel it.
Right.
So I go, I pull up to the thing, and the guy's on break.
15, 30.
I have no idea.
Cigarette. There's all different
He's
types.
having a cigarette in front of, because it's like a convenience store and then a garage off to the side. So he's in front of the store having a smoke.
Right.
So I kind of pull over, and I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he goes, "I'm on break." And I was like, "Okay, forever or just?"
Right. Like, are you quitting, or can you get one last sticker in? Or...
Yeah.
What's up?
So I circle back, and there was somebody else in the line. So I was like, now I'm second. There's no way. I have no idea how long this guy's break's going to be. So I just said, forget it. It's not happening today.
Nope, not today, folks.
So I went home, and then I asked Jay when he got home from work. I'm like, can you please just take this silly thing down there and take care of this? He was able to do it, but
Oh, what a nice hubby.
I know.
That's nice. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad everything worked out.
I'm just glad it's done.
Me too.
You know,
Me too. I'm very glad.
it's just because I'm like, because my license expires at the end of the month as well,
Jeez.
and that is equally difficult to do now because you have to make an appointment,
Right.
and they're booked 2 weeks out.
Of course. Yeah.
So don't you know, like, the one day I could get was my birthday, the day my license expires.
Ooh, birthday license renewal. Nothing like it. Nothing
It's like I
it.
have to go to Attleboro. I have to go like an hour out of my way. I'm like, ugh.
Can I tell you for me the worst part about renewing a license on a birthday is once they, even with the temporary, it's just it gives you, it makes me sad because then I walk out with the temporary, or I get the temporary and I compare it to like, what is it, every 5 years?
Yeah,
and how much I've aged in 5 years. It's just like, it's watching the progression of an old catcher's mitt. Just get more wrinkles in it. It's ridiculous.
More oily.
Yeah,
and just,
exactly.
You're
like,
worn out.
What happened to my face? You'd be like, and there comes a certain point in time where I just can't blame the camera at the DMV. Like, sir, the camera's fine. It's your face.
I
that's
still blame the
up.
camera.
Of course. Why
I'm
not?
like, what do you got, Vaseline on the lens? Why do I look blurry?
It's like a big, vivid dream of like Vaseline fog.
Yes.
No fantasy, just fog.
Well, that's my dreams.
Fogs and fantasy.
Fogs and fantasy.
That's right. Let's get it.
That'll be my new thing.
I love it. Fogs and fantasy. And if it's not flowing, it's going.
Fogs and fantasy.
All right, let's hit me off with some news. Let's hit you off with some news.
I have no fanfare for that. So
All right.
It's just news.
It's just news.
So we have some local news. You may have noticed for the video folks, not the audio folks.
That's right.
There's a lovely foliage happening behind us.
That's right. Happy fall.
It is fall.
It is fall.
My
Hoodies
favorite season.
and jackets, baby. Boots and jeans. That's right.
I wore a hoodie last night. I was so happy.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it great?
It
You're
is.
just all warm and cozy. Like, oh, man. I need a little cocoa action.
Jay texted me yesterday, and he's not a hot beverage person.
Not at all.
He goes, I got the first cocoa of the year.
Ooh. Like it was the last one,
I know.
too. It's like the first and last cocoa of the
I
year.
had the first cocoa of the year.
Right.
He's like, it's delicious.
Tasty.
So, and in this vein, the New England area is known for our foliage, and it's one of the things we do well.
Oh, yes.
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 So New England leaves are changing earlier this year amid drought.
Ooh.
I know. Leaf peeping season is fast approaching. I think it's just about happening now.
Oh, yeah.
Because the leaves are...
It's peep-tastic, folks. Say word, son.
It's happening faster than usual due to an ongoing stretch of unusually dry weather. I know. It was... we had like weeks where it felt like it never stopped raining. But it's still apparently dry weather.
Right.
So, Nicole Keller of the Forest Health Program for the State Department of Conservation and Recreation, don't try and say that fast,
Damn.
said because of the region's drought, leaves started changing colors a bit early this year, and they may not be as vibrant this fall. That makes me kind of sad.
A little bit.
You can still get up on a nice outlook, and you'll be able to see different fall colors this year, she said. The timing might not be the same, though. The colors might be a little bit more muted and not as beautiful and robust as we usually get to experience here in New England. Keller still expects good fall foliage this season. For people wanting to stay close to Boston and to look at leaves, she suggested the Blue Hills Reservation.
Oh, yes.
I usually head up New Hampshire way.
Leafers! Yeah, what, the Kangamangus? You get that whiny Kangamangus action going.
I like the White Mountain region.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, it's spectacular.
Man, and to stand on top of that thing and shout out at my loyal subjects below.
What, Mount Washington?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
God.
Of course.
Have you
not.
ever seen the Bretton Woods Hotel?
No, I haven't seen shit. I'm in the basement right now with you. They got foliage in the background, CGI, folks. I'm pissed. The colors aren't going to be bold. Nothing's going to be popping as hard as it did last season because we got the drizzy drought.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
So I like the Bretton Woods Hotel because it kind of looks like the Shining Hotel.
Can we go?
It's huge.
I'd
Yeah,
love to go.
I can show it to you.
Okay.
I've actually, you know what? I've been wanting to film there forever because supposedly there's a section of it that's haunted.
Let's go. Ghosty woasties, baby.
I have written them numerous emails. May I come and walk around and check it out? And they've never answered me, so I don't know.
All right, shout out to Brettonwood Hotel. You need to get on
Apparently,
the horn.
I need to knock on the door.
No, they need to get on the horn and call the Basement Show and be like, we'd love to have you. We would.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
wouldn't it though?
Nice. So, leaf peeping, basically, folks, get it in early. All right, maybe some light antiquing along the way.
Light antiquing.
Stop somewhere, have yourself a couple of cucumber finger sandwiches, you know.
The first cocoa of the year.
Yeah, first cocoa of the year. That's awesome. You gotta love that, man. Oh. So that's good local news. We're getting it out to the public and be like, get them leaves early. That chlorophyll's hitting. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The peeping, you gotta
That's
get
right.
it done.
You peeping on
Peep that stuff early.
Right, I peep it real. Wah, wah. I know. Oh, I'm feeling stupid and I'm feeling like I don't want to commit any crimes. What's the lead in?
Oh!
Let's do this.
My goodness.
That's right. Right on.
That was
man.
the lead in.
That was.
So, I can't see it being an issue in my my current future, but should we be in Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Do you remember that from what was that? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Mm-hmm.
When he's doing the Oklahoma.
Yep.
So, no eavesdropping. No eavesdropping. Nosy people might be wise to avoid Oklahoma, according to state law. Every person guilty of secretly loitering about any building with intent to overhear discourse therein and to repeat or publish the same to vex, annoy, or injure others is guilty of a misdemeanor.
Damn.
So, no listening at doors in Oklahoma.
That's right. You talking shit? You better cut that out. Oh, man. That's cool. They got an eavesdropping law.
Yeah.
Don't vex me or hex me. You know? What does it say? Vex, discorded, and disjointed? That's a lot.
Vex, annoy, or injure others. Yes.
Vex, annoy, or injure. That sounds like an awful Saturday for somebody. Ooh. Are you
It's
vexing?
a rough go.
Yeah, that's a rough go in Oklahoma. You got to be careful when you're out in those plain states. You got tornadoes and you got people talking crap and eavesdropping. It's dangerous.
It is.
It's dangerous, folks. Wow. All right. So what you get charged with a misdemeanor for that?
Yes.
So what do they do with that? They just tell you to keep it down? Or?
I think with a misdemeanor, you just isn't that a fine?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably, or they lop an ear off or something like that. I'd be like, try to
Hey, the punishment should fit the crime.
That's right. Just one ear now. One ear in Oklahoma. That's it. That is it.
And then you know those people because they only have one ear. Be like, don't talk around Bob.
Exactly. He's got one ear left.
He's only got one ear.
If he keeps up his crap, he's not going to be hearing anything then. So, I have a really good segment for Get the F Out of Here.
Okay.
This week, really, I was red-faced. I was red-faced at this one.
Were you?
Yeah, man. I got frustrated. I got to be honest. NGL. Not going to lie.
Ooh,
So this week's shout-out, what have you, for Get the F Out of Here goes out to any major cereal maker who sends sample-size cereals in the mail.
Did they still do that?
They do still do that, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think they do, because they should. I remember back in the days of yore, in the mid to late 80s, you'd come home from school and there'd be a couple boxes of cereal in the mail for you. And usually they even had a toy, some of them.
Yes.
Like the little submarine that you put the baking soda in, or like those little dinosaur foam pills, you put them in the water, bloop, bloop. And they just expanded to like a dinosaur sponge.
They don't put toys in cereal boxes anymore.
They don't, because kids are dumb and they choke on them. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's because like they all have iPads and stuff.
Well, yeah.
So it's like scan this QRC code and
Right, we'll send you a baking soda.
you
shit.
can talk to Sugar Bear.
Yeah, and that's pretty psychedelic. It's
Count Chocula will read you a bedtime story.
I'm going to kill you now. I don't think so. So I get said sample size cereal box, and I'm all prepped and ready. Got bowl, spoon, got my favorite milks, and
Do we know? Can you?
I cannot.
Okay.
I cannot by law release the name of said sample cereal company.
Okay.
But they're a
Sorry.
big one. They're a big conglomerate, and they know what they're doing, and
They know who they are.
they cheated me on my experience.
Did they?
I sit down and I take, I get the little package of cereal, and then I take out the little plastic thing that all the cereal is in, and I notice a big no-no. And I'm like, where's the dust? I'm looking at the bottom.
Dust?
I'm looking at the bottom of the plastic package with these, said cereal inside, and anyone can pretty much attest to this. I don't care what walk of life you come from, folks. If you're eating cereal or cereals, you're looking forward to that sugary dust that collects at the bottom of that bowl. It mixes with the milk. It's already it's the nectar from the cereal gods. All right. So I'm like, you know what? Just give it a chance, Ryan. Give it a chance. So I shake the little tiny bags about this big. I shake it up, pour in, and I'm like, you know what? By the time I get to this end of the story, actually, and this bowl of cereal, no less, then I'm gonna have some sugary goodness in the milk.
Okay.
There's that last blast of milky sugar, mooger. That doesn't sound right. Let's not go with that one, folks. Okay, just scratch that. You got to scratch that. Yeah, thanks. I digress.
Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
There was no sugar.
There was two. There's when you talk about that.
Yeah.
Like the crumbles.
Yes.
At the bottom. Yeah.
That sounds much more appropriate.
Is
I like that.
Frosted Flakes is the first one I think of.
But right, and
because
they're great.
They used to have good
sugar dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, and any cereal that has 20 grams. Or
Frosted
whatever.
mini wheats too.
Yes.
Like you get like some of it would be like the wheat.
Right, sugary.
And some of
wheat
it would
sticks
be sugary.
at the bottom. Those
Sugary
are lovely.
wheat
Who does?
sticks.
But what I'm saying is this: there's not one person that I know of that wouldn't enjoy that. Some people put a little milk, some people put a ton of milk. You know what I mean? But either way, it's going to be a sugar experience.
Are you milk? What stage do you add the milk? Are you cereal first, then
It's
milk?
always cereal first.
Yeah.
Always cereal first.
I had that conversation with a friend of mine, and his significant other puts milk and then cereal, and I was like, that seems backwards to me.
It does. What are you going to eat them one at a time?
I
You
said,
put
is that
one,
so
watch it
they
float away?
can regulate how much milk is in there?
Exactly. Now I know back at the factory that they're making these non-dusted packages of goodness in.
Yeah.
That they're probably counting every cereal piece that goes inside the little plastic package. But, I have to accept it. So this week's Get the F Out of Here goes to sample size cereal that you may or may not get in the mail. Don't be looking forward to that milky dust goodness, folks, because it ain't happening.
No.
So get the beep out of here with that. Pick up on them packets, y'all. Inject sugar into them. Do something with yourself. This is disappointing. I'm pissed.
I'm sorry.
But I'm happy.
Cool.
Yeah, that's great.
It's like those, when you buy like a thing of like chips or something.
Yeah.
And it's all air.
Right.
You get like 4 chips.
Right. Yeah, you pop it open.
Like, what happened?
The smell is usually not that inviting. You know what I mean? When you first pop open that thing of chips. What I do is this. My dad taught me this trick. You take the chip bag and you tilt it a couple times. And it mixes everything nice. Like all the salts and spices and stuff. So try it.
Salts and spices.
Yeah, try it. Go ahead. Get yourself a bag of chips and turn it upside down, inside out.
Get a bag of chips with the basement show.
That's right. Just have it with the basement show. We hope you're enjoying snacks out there in YouTube land.
Snacks.
That's right.
Yes.
Ooh. Fall must be like a big car month for people, like with car issues and stuff, because we're going into our next segment, and this is going to be pretty hilarious. This is Ma Knows Best.
Oh.
Hi, Mom.
Yes.
How are you?
I feel I'm a little bit like
Don't
on
be
edge
nervous.
now. Okay.
Don't be on
Okay.
edge. Don't be on edge, because
Okay.
it was hilarious. It was hilarious. So remember how last episode I was telling you how she's getting ready to turn in the lease?
Yes.
Oh boy. So yesterday we get the call late in the afternoon that it's time to go pick up her vehicle, because now she officially owns it. She bought out the lease.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get a round of applause for that too?
Yeah.
Very happy. Very happy. All right. Got yourself your lease. It's your car now. So we get the call late in the afternoon. Car's ready, but we got to drop off the rental, and the rental has to be back by a certain time so we can save money. And it's like, let me tell you something, folks. When you're their customer and you walk in and say, I'd like to lease again, or I'd like to finance a vehicle, they will bend over backwards, literally, like
Really?
hop through hoops of fire. If you're going and say to them, listen, I want to buy my vehicle out, I'm not going to release, I'm not going to finance, you're basically out there in the cold, suffering, you know. And also, a heads up, when you go to rent a vehicle, I know in Massachusetts, but I don't know about other states, but in the great state of Massachusetts, when you go to any of these companies to rent a car, folks, make sure you bring an actual credit card. Not a debit card that has the little logo on it that can be used as a debit and credit card. No. You have to bring an actual credit card to
Why do you
put
need a
down the
credit card?
deposit on, because Montel Jordan, this is how they do it. You know what I mean? And it's awful, because it's like, I think you have to secure the deposit with a major credit card, but then when you get the deposit back, I think they give you the option of putting the deposit not back on the credit card if you want. You can have the deposit put back on your debit card. So let me get this straight. Cash is supposed to be king in the good old US of A. All right? Just be able to walk into a car rental place and be like, here's a $200 deposit. Put it in your register. Good to go. Literally and figuratively. The woman was very nice, but we did probably about 3 to 4 hours worth of
Oh my God.
of driving and stopping and getting plates, doing this and doing that. So you got to weigh it up. But
Yes.
Ma doesn't have to do a payment for another month, and she saved $250 by turning the vehicle in. So when it comes to whether you're going to lease again, finance again, or have your car, Ma does know best when it comes to cars. So congratulations and vroom vroom. Alrighty then. That's good. Ma does know best when
Vroom
it
vroom.
comes to turning in those leases. So yeah, that's it. That's it with that. And hopefully not a whole lot more with car situations for you or anybody else. So that's right. Get them stickers done, folks. Get them done. Get her done.
So, apparently, don't wait. I mean, make sure you have your registration before you leave. I
Right, and a
guess.
major credit card. Have 2 major credit cards. Just do it. Get it done.
It's more disturbing because I'm like, where the hell did it go?
Well, where it went is customer service sucks. You would think that if they want to keep a customer and they want you to lease again, and you're buying out the lease, they bend over backwards to be like, come on back. We want your business. You got to earn it. Earn it. Earn them.
So you know what's? I just remembered the back end of the story that I had told. Right.
Okay. I love a good back end.
Back end is he. I was talking to my friend, my buddy Joe, and he used to do inspection stickers.
Oof.
And I said, so I was telling that whole story, and he goes, "Why did you need your registration?" And I said, "Well, I didn't have it, and they need it for that." And he goes, "They can just scan your inspection sticker, and they can get all your registration information."
How red was your face?
I wasn't red. I was like, "Dude."
Oh, man.
He goes, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey.
He goes, well, maybe the rules have changed. He was trying to make me feel better.
Make
He's
you
like,
feel better.
maybe it's changed,
After
but
making you feel worse unintentionally, be like, listen, I'm going to share some really crappy news after you've been through this experience, but eventually you'll feel better about it. Yeah, that's awful. Thanks a lot, Joe. Yeah. Are we ready to
Exactly.
learn something new?
We can.
I can't wait.
It's
It's time.
It's time.
It's time to learn something.
Today I learned.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
You are ready.
Yep.
Today I learned that the oldest ship in the world still afloat is the USS Constitution.
That's right. We have that ship.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Built in 1790s, in the 1790s, to serve as one of the first ships to the brand new U.S. Navy. She served for approximately 80 years before being removed from service and converted into a floating museum.
Goddamn. That's a long time.
The Navy also pays for a forest of mature white oak trees in Indiana, tagged specifically for repairs to the USS Constitution. It's aptly named Constitution Grove.
Nice.
About 10 to 15% of the ship is still the original wood, primarily the keel and structure parts and the bottom of the hull. What made the USS Constitution dangerous versus the British was the use of that oak. It was stronger than the European oak and absorbed the impact from the cannons better.
Damn.
Yeah.
Talk about scary.
I know, right?
Eesh.
So if you're in Boston, it's definitely worth going there. They do 2 turnaround cruises a year in the harbor, since they need the ship to spend time pointing in different directions so the weather wears it evenly.
Wow. That's fancy.
There's a lottery to be able to be on it when they do that, and you can try to get a spot.
Ship turn and a light lunch.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
But you still can tour the ship.
That's a beautiful ship, actually. I've done that tour. If you get,
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably.
They nicknamed it Old Ironsides.
Old Ironsides.
So it's the oldest ship.
I wish someone turned me throughout my life so I could weather evenly on all sides. And it's never gonna happen, folks. Oh my goodness! How come he's all tilted?
Oh.
Don't give us a crap. He's Old Ironsides. About 80 years old. Time to scrap his ass. Oh man. That's good. I'm glad I learned that because I've been on it, but I probably didn't remember when I learned on it.
I
so.
didn't know that a forest in Indiana specifically grew the wood to fix it.
That's a fancy forest.
Isn't it though?
Seriously, though,
Constitution Grove.
Right, Constitution Grove.
Yeah.
We should go out to that grove.
And look at the trees?
Yeah, why not? We'll hug them too.
Aw.
Oh. Oh boy.
Exactly.
Micro editorial time.
Sure.
Oh man, this is your boy Ryan's getting beat up this week, folks. I'm telling you. And this, I can't even believe it. So I'll go first because mine's definitely going to be more sucky. There's no way.
I beg to differ.
All
but
right.
we'll see.
All right. Here we go.
We'll see.
Here we go. So this week's micro editorial brought to you by the app Random Word Generator, which we know and love so much.
Yep.
So the word I got for this week is kiss. Kiss. So, of course, I run on over to YouTube and type in the word kiss, and
I'm ready.
yeah, I hope you are. Because you know what, folks? I was made for loving you, baby.
God, okay.
Now listen, no disrespect. It's not Kiss is not my favorite band. It's not my favorite band. It's a great band. Some people are all about Kiss, and I am not one of those people, but I respect them.
I have found that the people who like Kiss really like Kiss.
Yeah, they're either all in or
Yeah.
they're all out. It's like Kiss-tastic or it ain't.
Kiss-tastic.
Yep. And but I do like that particular song from them because it just really gets you in there. Like if you're heading out on a date tonight, folks, you crank that MF'er up. You know, because if you're made for loving someone and they're made for loving you, shit, yeah. 443 million views.
Wow.
So there's no lack of viewership. Posted 3 years ago, and there's not much more to say about that word. If you got a few kisses hanging around, give them to somebody else. Make it nice. Yeah. So yeah, I was made for loving you by Kiss. Go enjoy it. Be the 444th million viewer to see it.
Get your number in there.
That's right. They're not shy for fans. That's for sure. But good for them. They earned it. They worked very, very hard to get where they're at.
I guess.
And we're not. We're not going to do that. You know?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Screw that. What do you
No,
got?
I was made for loving you. Was that the 70s?
Yeah, late.
So
70s?
that was they were still in the makeup phase.
Oh,
for that, yeah.
heavily,
Yeah.
heavily, big
'Cause
ass
in
boots.
the 80s they kind of
Yeah.
tried without the makeup, and then people were like,
Well, you should probably
Mm.
put that back on. You were made for loving me? Not without makeup, you weren't. Get your ass back in that dressing room. We get some 18-inch heels on with glitter. Here we go. Woo! Come on! I love it. I'm getting excited over Kiss. I'm dropping paperwork over here.
that's all right.
Be right with you. Once you
It's all
start
right.
yours.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to leave that.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
So you got the word kiss.
I
The
did.
word I got was furniture.
There are no words. Apparently there is, though.
So, this video was called A Great Woodworking Project.
Oh, boy.
The channel was Woodworking Projects.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah. The video was about 26 minutes long.
Are you kidding? That's awful.
Not kidding.
God.
And I watched all 26 minutes. That's all that's
You see,
worth.
folks, you get mediocre entertainment, but you get dedicated people who bring it to you.
Well, here's the thing, right? So the video starts with this guy, and he's sawing down what looks like little tree trunks.
Yeah, he's making toothpicks.
So it's almost like he's creating 2x4s,
Right.
and then he saws those down.
Mm-hmm.
I logged everything, like I kept a running log
Of course
of
you
what
do.
was happening. So those get cut down, and then he puts them, together. And so far in the video, there's no narration, and I'm wondering what the heck this guy is building. Because all the title is Great Woodworking Project. He's not speaking, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Hold the phone. That's crazy. All right, let me let you finish, because this is getting wacky by the second. I love
So
it.
I'm getting suspicious. The thing he has kind of looks like a table leg.
Okay.
So then he starts, he puts it on a lathe, and he starts,
Turning it and with the
yeah, and he's
chisel
got his
and-
little thing, and
yeah.
he's making things. So I'm like, this is definitely a table leg,
Right.
right? So then he takes a blowtorch, and he blowtorches the table leg, right? So I'm guessing
Wood
that...
burning.
I'm guessing he was going for like an aged wood look, maybe, with
right.
the blowtorch.
Charred wood.
So then he made a very lovely top to the table,
Mm.
and then he stained that wood.
Round or square?
And it was square,
Okay.
rectangularish.
Mm.
Here's the thing with this, though. Because there's no narration, and you're just literally watching this guy work, right? And some of the pieces were kind of fast-forwarded a little bit,
You
so
cheated.
that it's like, zzz, boom.
Oh, it shows him working real fast?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it took
yeah.
2 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Well, which is fair, because I'm sitting here going, if this was in real time,
It'd be
this
like
video-
26 hours.
this video would be like 4 hours long.
Well, that goes from dedication to insanity. Then we'd have a bone to pick. I'd be really upset with you.
Yeah.
I'd be
I
like,
think I'd be upset with myself. I'm like, what's the matter with
I'm
me?
gonna slap myself for this.
Yeah. So I would say that this type of video would be for people who kind of are already competent and know what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
because there's no narration. So if you're the type of person who can just watch a video and then do the thing,
Mm-hmm.
then, I mean, by all means, give this a shot.
Yeah, this isn't easy either, folks, being on the basement show. It's hard work.
I am not that type of person. Like, if I have, like, I need to know why are we doing the blowtorch? Why is this? Like, I need...
Why does this wood project blow?
Yeah. I mean, it was a lovely table at the end of it. It was a lovely table. I was
How
like,
did
that's...
you get to said lovely
I mean,
table?
he stained it. It looked lovely. But it's just, And I wrote down this side note. I said, so woodworking, at least in my eyes, is like some major ASMR.
It is, though. Put you right to sleep.
And
Not
I was
while
getting
you're
kind of
using it.
sleepy.
Yeah.
Because you hear like the of the
Yeah.
chisel, and he's whittling it down, and he's doing all this stuff. Because my dad used to woodwork. And
Beautiful woodwork.
I would
by
sit in the
way.
basement and kind of like play, and I would listen to him work.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I was getting like,
Well,
I was getting sleepy.
Yeah, I listen to that stuff. Yeah, ASMR. It's good. Put you right out.
Yeah.
That, maybe a little Bob Ross action.
Oh, I love Bob Ross.
Isn't that nice? You want a good nap, folks, on a nice, cold, rainy day or something. You put on some Bob Ross action. You'll be out in 5 minutes. Yep.
He's so calm.
Isn't he? He used to be a drill instructor in
I
the
know.
military.
That's insane.
Can you picture a guy like that being a hot ass? Imagine him walking over to you and be like, now we're going to do some happy little push-ups. Right now! Oh, my goodness. I'd be like, yes, Mr. Ross. So,
Yes, sir.
I hope that everyone's been liking this new... Well, we've only done it once, but we have the story segment that we have to read. A and I. A and I with T and Rye.
Yay! I have that.
Yeah, these are stories that T and I, or T, and then I with Rye, are gonna. We got them downloaded, and AI made them, and we read them, and we just go with it. We go with it, and we see what happens.
Yep. I fed the computer our names because I
Yes.
wanted to see what it would come up with.
Okay.
And so, I mean, do you want me to read it or do you want to read
Why
it?
don't you read it? I really
You
like
want me
the
to
way
read
you
it?
narrate. It's really nice.
Is
You know
it?
what? I'm gonna do the next one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What do
I'm gonna
I-
need time to practice and stuff, and
All right.
it's gonna take me 10 times to read it.
So, we're going to call this story The Computer and the Code. All right?
Give me the codes.
Ryan was sitting in his office. He couldn't get his computer to work. He yelled across the office for Tara. When she arrived, Ryan said in a deep voice, "My computer is not working properly. There's an error in it. Tara can correct it if she wants." If I want.
If you want.
I don't want.
Okay, thanks.
Tara entered the room and said to Ryan, "I'm sorry to say I can't do anything about this computer." Ryan tried everything he knew. 65 different methods. 65 different methods of
There's
fixing.
no way I'd even attempt the fifth one. Never mind adding 60 to it. That's crazy.
65 different methods of fixing the computer. Finally, Tara said she could fix it if he gave her permission to do so.
Permission granted.
Yeah. Ryan gave Tara his keys. She opened the desk drawer, took out the keys, the one with a red light. I don't know why you have keys with a red light.
I don't know.
She put them in Ryan's hand. He closed his fingers over the key. That night, so apparently you're just like, I have the keys. I
have the red light keys. I'm gone.
I'm good now. That night, Ryan was in the bathroom shaving. Suddenly, his eye was arrested by a strange figure in an enormous black coat.
What?
Standing in front of him.
It's the Grim Reaper, folks. Jesus.
Its face was masked. A great black beard sprouted from its forehead and down the cheeks. This man had neither nose nor mouth.
Wow.
With a sort of rictus smile, he said, "But I do, and I'm going."
Going where? Where you going?
And he stalked across to the telephone.
The end?
No, this is the last paragraph. After a moment, he went back to his desk. He picked up his pen, turned back in the chair, lifted the pencil from his mouth, and wrote on a notepad. With a great flourish of his hand, he wrote, "Tara, please tell me where the code for the first computer of the line is." Then, after a pause, without turning around, he added, "It's the biggest code. There's nothing that can be done about that." After that, he sat down. After that, he sat down and he wrote the remainder of a letter to Tara in which he apologized for the trouble he caused and went on to explain that if Tara didn't agree to take the part, they should give the job to someone else.
Who isn't Ryan? Is that?
I don't
is that-
know.
Yeah, I'm out of a job now.
No, I'm out of a job.
We're both out of jobs.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Well, at least it's our 10th episode jubilee. You know what I mean? On our way out. Oh, that is a really messed up story.
65 different ways.
65 different ways. What is this? Like the first Mac Pro? 65 different ways. Get out of here. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I was laughing so hard.
That is great, though.
With a rictus smile, he stalked across to the telephone.
Exactly. You know, what do you want for Christmas, Ryan? I'd like a blinking red light from my keychain.
The one with the red light. I'm like,
the one with the red light.
None of this makes any sense.
Get yours now in stores. The Rudolph keychain set. Oh, yeah.
It's like there's the office, and then you went home to shave.
Right.
And then there was something with the telephone, and then you're back in the office. It's almost like that shaving thing was a dream.
Right. Right.
Insane.
That's really weird. And then Death
Isn't it?
shows up, and it's like, you know, here's your Barbasol. Like, what is that? Wow, this thing's really interesting and weird.
Isn't
this
it?
AI thing. This is really creepy. But I like it. I like
Me
it.
too.
It's cool. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, we also have voicemail again.
Ah.
Right?
Hang on 1 second.
What else do we got?
Because I need to get rid of this because it's been in my thing for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I have the good news.
I love good news.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is a thing called Captain Maryland. Captain Maryland, and he's becoming a viral sensation.
Okay.
Captain Maryland is quickly becoming the state's unofficial superhero. With Old Bay seafood containers fastened to a utility belt and a large crab mallet in a super pinch grip, he runs sideways and performs other antics that delight an ever-growing fan base thanks to social media. I've never heard of this.
This guy's real?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Everyone planning a parade or a big celebration seems to want to hire him. Clark Rogers, a retired firefighter, the man behind the legend, initially wanted just to give his friends a laugh, but after a Comic-Con appearance and media exposure, it's been crazy. Adding he will continue to play the Captain Maryland as long as it makes people laugh.
That's great. He's spreading joy and humor to youth and adults.
Excuse me, I am crying from the...
What's he do when he has a bad day? And someone's like, stop acting like a crab. He'd be like, I'm doing my job. You know?
No, I'm crying from the AI thing.
That's great. AI's great. It's not just for
65
Tesla's.
different
65 different attempts to fix this piece of computer.
Why didn't you... I could have just bought... You just buy a new
another
computer,
one.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so Captain Maryland, viral sensation.
Viral sensation.
Yes.
Awesome. Do your thing, man.
So
we love you.
Now you've segged it, so we can go into the.
Now we've
the
segued
voicemail.
into the Google voicemail, which is it's working lovely, by the way. We actually, I hope we have a celebrity this week. We might.
We will see.
We
so
might.
let's see if I can get this going.
Let's get this going.
All right. Do.
Hello, Ryan. I'm so excited for you. When I was a little boy in hospital, all I could dream about was being on the Basement Show. Wow. I love your show.
Wow, that was someone who sounded like Arnold that wasn't quite Arnold, but we hope you're having a fun day lifting weights and eating sheet cakes. And
Oh dear.
thanks for calling into the show, whoever you are, Arnold.
Indeed.
Person like Arnold.
If you want to be as cool as Arnold, you can call us.
That's right, baby. Call us. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget the Grizzam and call into the show. And yeah, thanks for joining us for our 10th episode. I can't believe we're on episode number 10. This is great. 9 was fine, but
9 is fine.
but 10 is great too.
Isn't it?
Yeah. And we love you, and I love you.
Oh, I love you.
And we'll be back in 2 and 2. And we got to remind people, look out for the shorts. They're
Yes.
coming during the week. So you know, we got them all over the place, and we're working on those too. And we hope that you guys have a really good couple weeks, and keep watching us. Tell your friends. All right,
Aw.
go out and do something with
Tell
yourself.
somebody you like.
That's right. Tell somebody you like. Tell somebody you don't like.
I
As
was
long
just
as they
gonna
watch
say
it.
that as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and make 65 attempts of watching this episode 10 over and over and over. Be like, hey T, we got 65 views right now. They're all for me. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 and 2, And we love each other and we love you. So thanks for sliding down the bulkhead with us. And we will see you soon. Yes. Yes.